Hey folks, Georgi Peev here, PM in Quickbase. If you don't know me, I am a PM dealing with AI and pipelines. And one of the latest and greatest things that we have released in relation to that is AI Actions, which allows you to connect with an AI as part of your pipeline. It's just a step. So you might have heard about it. You might have read. I have some blog posts going around, but I wanted to make this video as part of the blog post that I'm going to be releasing. That on the 24th of February, we're going to be shipping out our biggest and greatest set of improvements to the channel so far. In preparation to the Quickbase Intelligence Pack that's going to be coming out beginning of April. So we're going to make the channel available to everyone, including customers on the team plan. We have significantly increased the limits that you have per day per account, as well as the limits that you have in a single call, including the file size that we have increased to 3 megabytes. You might have seen or heard about the structured AI output that came out yesterday. Today is the 13th. Yesterday was the 12th. Image support. So for the files, you can now also attach images. And I think one of the biggest things is referencing the entire output from prior steps, including query. So you can reference an entire query. So I do have 4 use cases today. Some of them go, as an addition to the existing ones that you have seen so far. So what I've showed you so far is extracting information from incoming emails, analyzing and summarizing documents or finding information inside them, and lastly, generating weekly report summaries from a Quickbase report to send yourself a summary. So we're building on top of those and starting off with the first use case, which is the incoming emails. And as you can see, I have a mailbox and some customer wrote to me that they have an issue with the project manager on their app dev project. So you don't really know in the table of projects that you have in Quickbase. You cannot easily and intelligently match what is the project in question without manual intervention. So that's not going to be the case anymore. So I have a pipeline which is doing exactly that. I'm looking for incoming emails, looking through all my open projects. I'm analyzing and finding which is the project in question. And if it doesn't exist, I'm creating a new project, or if it's an existing project, I find it, and after that, I can decide what I want to do. In addition, I can, by the way, write reply emails with AI actions. But let's see how this looks like. I am taking advantage of the structured AI output functionality that we have, and I'm saying, if the part of the output is whether a project exists, what is the project record ID, and why the AI chose this record in particular, which is very important when you are doing troubleshooting, when the AI is doing things kind of okay, but you want to make it airtight. So over here, as you can see, I'm passing the trigger, which is the email step, and also the query step. And I'm saying your job is to find any project matches in Quickbase based on all the email data. And again, in our case, there was a match, and I'm going to show you over here. It found record ID 3, suggests there is an issue. The body mentions the existing one is not. The customer specifically refers to the app dev project. This likely refers to the mobile app development project that is managed by Georgi Peev. This matches project with ID 3 in the provided Quickbase data. So coming back to Quickbase and the table over here, you can see that number 3 in record ID 3 is exactly the mobile app development. So that's, again, the first use case. You could enhance it even further, up to you how many AI action steps you are going to have, how you're going to deal with the output, and how you're going to manage the reply to the customer. Now, the next use case, it is a very common one. It's about dates. And over here, as you can see, I have dates for tasks. And a very common thing is writing complex Jinja for finding out the next working day, for example. Over here, I have something I think even more complex, which is based on this date, provide the first working day of the following month. In our case, I created a record already, and actually, I'm going to show you. The input was based on this date, which was 11th of February, provide the first working day of the following month. And as you're going to see in the output, the AI has responded with 2nd of March. So again, I could do those small calculations, summarizations, aggregations with AI actions. again, avoiding complex Jinja. So this was use case 2. Use case 3, I think it is the most powerful one so far, which is I have two data sources. It could be like two projects, one in Quickbase, one in Salesforce. It could be a table in Quickbase and a CSV somewhere else, or it could be, as in this case, two Quickbase tables that have pretty much the same data. They have tasks, but because they're duplicated, and you have most likely have a person meddling and changing the data, you're going to have discrepancies. So the pipeline I have built is exactly dealing with finding those discrepancies. So I have two queries that are getting the records from both of the tables, and after that, I'm passing them with some additional instructions that are saying, I'll give you two data sources, find what are the discrepancies between the two. And I have built, again, in preparation for full automation, not for manual like semi-automation, full automation of like keeping the two data sets in sync, a very extensive structured AI output that is going to give me a list of all of the items. So I'm going to have, in which data source it is, what is the field name, ID, what is the record, what is the value, and what action I should take, create, update, or delete it. But if I want to keep it semi-automated and I don't want to leave everything up to the AI, I could have a simple send me a summary step where I'm referencing the summary generated by the AI over here. And if I open the email, you're going to see that after the pipeline execution, I got a very nice email that is telling me in record 44, the task name field was changed from server purchase to server upgrade in the replica dataset, etc., etc., etc. So I do have all the information for me to go and manually change it, or I could build out this pipeline even further. So I take all of this output information and actually perform the sync automatically. And yeah, this, again, by far for me, the most powerful, but I think the most interesting is extracting information from documents. And over here, we have an invoice that has some generic information like what is the invoice number, what is the date, customer, total, grand total, but we also have the line items. Now, I do have a separate blog post that is explaining how to deal with, nested lists and arrays. So I'm not going to go into the details right now, but I can show you how the pipeline looks like, which is basically when an invoice is uploaded, I have a custom action step that has exactly this, the structured output that I would like from the invoice, which is, again, store name, invoice number, customer name, have the line items over here. So I have a list of objects that have the description, quantity, unit price, etc., etc. So as well as some things at the bottom of the invoice. I do have the request and creating the parent, and the children is with a make request step. Again, not going to go into the details, but the idea is that after the pipeline runs, you'll see that I have a parent-child relationship with all the invoice information populated over here, which I checked, it is matching. So it is quite powerful, in my opinion, to, again, have maybe summarization of documents or extraction of specific data in from a picture or a PDF or whatever. So those are all the use cases that I have for you today. We are going to make more improvements in the future. We're really looking forward to any feedback that you could have on how we can improve this further. Right now, again, AI Actions is a very generic step that you can provide any custom instructions. So those are just examples that I think are going to resonate with you, but the possibilities, in my opinion, are limitless. So looking forward to all the feedback, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.